This is a space. This is a space. Can you hear me? Air is enough. No need to worry. At least enough for two. This is a space. Information, resources, you have everything. To find what's lacking is far more difficult, except one little thing. The whole world is kind to me, but sorry. Wearing a fine suit, paying by a credit card, but I cannot prove myself. This is a space. This is a space. Can you hear me? The world may crumble down with just one piece missing. The whole world is kind to me, but sorry. Wearing a shiny crown, paid by a blank check, that still will not convince myself. This is the center of the universe, but without a her, I'm not here. Only my shell remains here. Lonely my soul led somewhere. Freesia, here I am, and sorry. Flying through the galaxies, handshaking everywhere, but I want you by my side. The whole world is kind to me, but sorry. Wearing a fine suit, paying by a credit card, but I cannot prove myself. Alright. We're now allowed to kick some ass. Nice to see everyone. We're starting an hour early. I know this isn't the regularly scheduled time, but we got some Undertale to beat. I'm sure a nice, happy save screen is going to be waiting for me as soon as I go right here. This is a hate crime. Exactly. I did this just to spite people who may be working. You know, who have lives. Nice to see you, Manchi. Nice to see you, Pavi.
Did you really think I was going to be satisfied? Killing you only one time?
I've done a homophobe. Oh, well, happy 40th, Pavi. Let's, I mean, I give you a kazoo in the chat. But a lot's happening right now. I don't know if the actual bombs hurt me. There we go. Gotta hand it to you, Flowey. This is a really good attack. I called for help. Oh, get the thumbs. I need them. Oh, is he using... Yeah, he's using save shenanigans. There it is. Oh, jeez. We blue now. Abadiba would die. Oh, jeez. Please don't step on me, Queen. That's enough, right? Screw your happiness pellets! I called you out on it. At the beginning of the game. They're not happiness pellets at all. They're violence pellets. Okay, we think. Why am I fighting this Eldritch Horror? Because I made some mistakes. Nightmare. I thought I could get through the game by being nice and hugging people and, you know, doing the right thing. And then by doing that, I opened up the king to an attack that may have sealed my demise and forced me to fight an Eldritch Horror who has the power to overwrite my save file. Like that. Warlock patience or... I would not want my patience to be flowered. That is a disaster waiting to happen. Okay. We're fighting green. I forget what green does. Oh, green's fire and eggs. So, fun fact, actually, some of the items that you pick up are based on the characters who these souls came from. So, like, the stained apron that healed me a little bit each turn is the egg guy. This game is literally cheating, yeah. To be fair, I think it's given me more health than I actually have. Because I persist through that sliver way longer than I actually have any right to. Okay! That's just a dick move. There I go. It was shooting Doritos at me, yeah. Alright, well now I have a chance to... There you go. Happy 40th, Bobby. There's your kazoo. Makes you feel better. You have bottled... Ooh, bottled marg. Like margaritas. Please, drink one for me. I deserve it. Actually, I got some, like, really, really good tea. Like, some of the high-quality shit. Some kabusencha. Laugh all you want, Flowey. I have the power of... These guys believe in me. If you guys don't believe in me, tell me now so I can just stop. Okay. Got a bottle of Mr. Black? I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it's great. Oh, now we're using gun. I've had to cast gun before, and I can tell you it's a very effective means of violence. Specifically, I've cast gun in D&D. Why am I dodging? God damn it. Wait. Okay, good. This is the good. Are you ready to meet God? This is a visual representation of what you guys give me whenever you watch me stream. That egg that I caught, that's for you. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you remember when I said that the title of this is now to finally kick some ass? That's what we're doing now. Oh, there's a lot of these on the screen right now. I needed that thumbs up, thank you. Oh, they're getting faster. Also nice to see you, Crystal. Don't think I gave you a shout out. Honestly, this is like the one part of the game that's easier with the joystick, as opposed to just using buttons. I can win! I feel great! I can do this! Mr. Piccolo believes in me!
No! No! This can't be happening! You... You idiot.
Little bitch.
Did you really think you could defeat me? I am the god of this world, and you're hopeless. Hopeless and alone. Golly, that's right. You're worthless friends. Can't save you now. Call for help, I dare you. Cry into the darkness. Mommy, Daddy, someone help. See what good it does you.
Called for help. But nobody came. What a jerk, exactly. The fact that I beat Omega Flowey fills you with determination. And then he's back. It's fine. He's playing with us forever. He was so sweet. What the fuck happened? Boy, what a shame. Nobody else is gonna get to see you die. Thanks.
What? How'd you... Well, I'll just...
I've got the power of shenanigans.
The souls? What are they doing? No! No! You can't do that! You're supposed to obey me! Stop! Stop it! Stop!
Oh, pizza! I hope you enjoy your pizza. I hope Flowey does enjoy the pizza. He's a pizza shit. I choose death. No. We gotta save Flowey.
What are you doing? Do you really think I've learned anything from this? No.
I know I've let you down.
Sparing me won't change anything. Killing me is the only way to end this.
Bitch, I didn't not kick ass for like 2 episodes just to kick your ass now.
If you let me live, I'll come back.
Okay.
I'll kill you.
You tried.
I'll kill everyone.
Not on my watch.
I'll kill everyone you love.
What if I love you, huh? If I say that I love you, will you kill yourself?
Huh? Why? Why are you being so nice to me? I can't understand. I can't understand. I just can't understand.
Flowey ran away. I taught him the Joestar secret technique. Nigerunda yo, Flowey! Sir, you are a flower, and I pick you. Baragamer, thank you so much for the host. Let's, Holy shit! Thanks for giving the gift sub to Marcus. You know what that means. I gotta go grab the thing. Alright, what's a song that I can play that I haven't played in a while? How about... I don't know if I quite remember this one, but... This is gospel for the fallen ones, locked away in permanent slumber. God, no, I don't remember it, do I? Locked away in permanent slumber, assembling their philosophies from pieces of broken memories. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa. Their gnashing teeth and criminal tongues conspire. God. What was it? It was... God. I'm so sorry, Paragamer. I forgot this is gospel. You gotta move on short notes, and your keyboard is one of the things you have to leave behind. Oh no! Here. Let's, I mean, Monchi did Kamsutra Todd, so let's do that. when I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. No. I know I've let you down. I've been a fool to myself. I thought that I could live for no one else. But now, through all the hurt and pain, it's time for me to respect the ones you love me more than anything. So with sadness in my heart, feel the best thing I should do is end it all and leave forever. What's done is done, it feels so bad. What once was happy now is sad. I'll never love again, my world is ending. I wish that I could turn back time, 'cause now the guilt is all mine. Can't live without the trust from those you love. I know you can't forget the past. You can't forget love and pride. Because of that, it's killing me inside. Thanks so much for the gift sub, Paragamer. Hey, is anyone there? Well, just calling to say, you made a snowman really happy. Yeah, so that's my gift for carrying the snowman piece. That's why we had to restart Mettaton so many times. Guess I should say something else, too. So, it's been a while. The Queen returned, and is now ruling over the underground. She's instated a new policy. All the humans who fall here will be treated not as enemies, but as friends. It's probably for the best, anyway. The human souls the king gathered seem to have disappeared. So, that plan ain't happening anytime soon. But even though people are heartbroken over the king, and things are looking grim for our freedom, the Queen's trying her best not to let us give up hope. So, hey, if we're not giving up down here, don't give up wherever you are, okay? Who knows how long it'll take. But we will get out of here. That's it for the snowman? I mean, I can go back and talk to him, too. But that's later. You'll pop me on the head for that one day? It's not my fault that Welcome to the Black Parade and Comsooster Todd have the same BPM, and chord progression, oddly enough. When I Come Around by Green Day is also another one.
Sons, who are you talking to?
Oh, nobody.
What? Nobody? Can I talk to them too?
Here, knock yourself out.
Wait a second. I recognize this number. Attention, human! I, the Great Papyrus, am now captain of the Royal Guard. It's everything I've ever dreamed of, except instead of fighting, we just water flowers, so that's ever so slightly different, and we're helping Dr. Alphys with her research. She's going to find a way to get us out of here. Undyne is helping her too. Though, to be honest, her method of helping seems kind of explosion-inducing, but I think Alphys likes having her around. Uh-oh. Hey, what are you up to, punk? Nyah! Please don't noogie the phone! Hey, who's in charge here? Me. Oh, yeah, that's right. I quit my job as leader of the Royal Guard. Actually, since we won't be fighting anymore, the Royal Guard totally disbanded. There's, only one member now.
Sans is a funny man. He's a comic. You could say he's a... Say it, Monchi. Say it. Aruto Janaito! But he's extremely good. God. But he's extremely good.
Yeah, he is. Come here. Please don't noogie the skeleton.
God, I fucked that one up for Papyrus.
Anyways, now I'm working as Alphys' lab assistant. We're gonna find a way out of this dump once and for all. Oh, yeah, and I'm a gym teacher at the Queen's new school. Did you know I can bench press 7 children? Awesome, right?
He's also the what, Foxy? Nice to see you, Foxy.
Hey, I'm sorry about what happened with Asgore. You were just doing what you had to. It's not your fault. Darn it. I miss the big guy. Come on, Undyne, snap out of it. I guess I'll tell you how Alphys is doing. Well, she's the same as ever. Maybe a little more reclusive than normal. Seems like something's really bothering her. But she can get through it. I'm there supporting her. That's what friends are for, right? Hey, wherever you are, I hope it's better than here.
Seraph of the Underground? Aruto Janaito! I can't believe how bright this hoodie is on the camera. Like, I just got this hoodie today, and it's, like, blinding. It's like I used the wand tool on the area and pressed delete.
So, wherever you are, you have to try to be happy. For our sakes.
We'll feel better knowing our trouble was worth it. Also, I forgot to, say welcome to you, Trom. All the way up there. Yeah, it is a nice hoodie.
We're all with you. Everyone is, even the Queen. Hey, wait a second. Toriel, do you want... She says she's busy. But if she knew who we were talking to...
We wouldn't get the phone back for at least a few hours.
We have the mercy to spare you from her. But call back anytime, okay? She'd love to talk.
A lot of these characters seem very vulnerable. Oh, this thing's almost out of batteries, so... Hate to cut this short, but... Be seeing you, okay?
Bye-bye for now! See ya, punk! Why? Why did you let me go? Don't you realize that being nice just makes you get hurt? Look at yourself. You made all these great friends, but now you'll probably never see them again. Not to mention, they've been set back by you. Hurts, doesn't it? If you had just gone through with caring about anyone, without caring about anyone, you wouldn't have to feel bad now. So I don't get it. If you really did everything the right way, why did things still end up like this? Why? Is life really that unfair? Say, what if I told you I knew some way to get you a better ending? You'll have to load your save file and, well, in the meantime, why don't you go see Dr. Alphys?
Also, I think my... Oh. Hey, Google? Stop. There we go. I usually have an alarm set right here, like at this time, so I can get ready for the stream, but we started an hour early, so...
Seems like you could have been better friends. Who knows, maybe she's even got the key to your happiness. See you soon.
I don't think that 421 hours is accurate. Well, let's go talk to Alphys. Hey, sorry, Asgore, gonna have to cancel our fight. Can you not run this game? I mean, I was pretty sure that was the shift button in the PC version. But I don't think that there's a way to do it in the, Switch version, no. 421 minutes, not hours. There we go. It's alright, we'll take a leisurely stroll back to Dr. Alphys in Hotland. I mean, we're in Hotland right now, so... Gotta go to the Hotland Dome, owned by... Hug Hotland Dome. Don't remember being able to run Undertale? There's a chance that you couldn't. Just gonna quickly save that. Hey! Final Frogget. I can't do anything to them, so... Hey! Complimented Final Frogget. I understood you perfectly. It's tack drop. Nod, nod, shine, shine. Oh, jeez. Smells like nightshade and bleach. It doesn't sound great. I'm gonna pray. Lot remembers its conscience. There's still hope. Robin, Robin. Yeah, that's what I remember frogs doing. Creek, creek. Apparently they added frogs to Minecraft. Hey, this pop is back. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Let's mystify it. You did something mysterious. Now Frogget recognizes it has more to learn from this world. Thoughtful bro. Maybe there's a Minecraft stream in my future. Hey, I'm like extra hurt, so let's use the unicycle. Almost said unicycle. It is not that. I think I'm accidentally going the long way. You got a meal for ramen? Aw, oh, man, I'm jealous. Ramen's great. They're small and adorable. I'm doing pretty well, Paragamer. Bought myself a new hoodie. Got some tasty tea. Bobby, you had birthday ramen? Oh, I'm jealous. Well, my birthday's on Mondays, so maybe I'll go for birthday ramen too. Ooh, that sounds great. My favorite is Tantan Men. It's a ramen based on the Chinese dish Dan Dan. You were making a video? Don't worry about what it was. Yeah, you know, it's just a video. Hey, this is Undyne. Shut up, Papyrus. This was your idea. Human! You have to deliver something for me. Please. I'm at Snowden, in front of Papyrus's. See ya, punk. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, like, if it starts with Ton, you're probably all good. You know, I love tonkatsu. I love tonkotsu ramen. Okay, I actually should probably go this way because this is where the elevator is. I'll always remember you remembered! Got a video call immediately after you got into the stream? Oh, man. It was left 1, right? By the way, Trom, how did the ramen from HelloFresh turn out? Because I've never tried, like, noodles from them. Aside from the linguine. 10:30 p.m.? You know, I do all my times in Pacific, because everyone knows how to convert from Pacific time, but no one knows how to convert from Mountain time, where I live. So it's 8:30 p.m. here. At the very least, by this time next year, I'll be in Pacific time. Hey, what if I ran for mayor? I don't think I do a good job, and I hate responsibility, but I love politics. You have no idea how to convert from Pacific time or Mountain time? You only know real time. Eastern. A little less savory than you thought it would, but you can make it a little more savory with soy sauce. Absolutely. My secret to making something like the perfect amount of savory... Actually, I'll grab another cinnamon bun. Is to mix light and dark soy sauce. I do it all the time for my fried rice, and a lot of my marinades. And just mixing the dark and the light is just, it makes it great. Never moved from the East Coast? I hope this new job would take you some weird exotic place in the US, so they sent you right back to Florida. To be fair, they got the weird part. Yo, Undyne. Hey, I have something to give you, but you're carrying way too much. Damn it. Wait, I can call my box. I have too much in that box. I can call my other box. Florida Man news report, you just know it? Oh, man. So I have a favor to ask you. I need you to deliver this letter. To Dr. Alphys. Huh? Why don't I do it myself? Well, it's kind of personal, but we're friends, so I'll tell you. Hotland sucks. I don't want to have to go over there. So here you go. Yeah, Undyne's letter. Oh, and if you read it, I'll kill you. Thanks so much. You're the best. Someone may or may not have tagged me in a tweet. I do see a notification. Oh no, my audio's broken on my laptop, so I can't listen to it. But it is a picture of Carson playing music, so I really appreciate it. Thank you. You'll never win the lottery? Yeah, I won't either. Undyne's such a nerd, damn straight. Throw it on the ground and talk to Undyne. That's how Kamen Rider Forze begins. Legit though, the first 2 episodes of Kamen Rider Forze are free to watch on YouTube. It is the most wholesome season of Kamen Rider ever. The door has no mail slot. Slide the letter under? Yeah. You slide the letter under the door and give it a knock. Oh, no. Is that another letter? I don't want to open it. Can't I just slide it back out? No. I can't keep doing this. I'll read this one. It's shut kind of strongly, isn't it? Wait a second. That doesn't sound like a letter opener. Hey, if this is a joke, it's... Oh my god? Did you write this letter? It wasn't signed, so I had no idea who could have... Oh my god, oh no, that's adorable, and I had no idea you wrote that way. It's surprising, too, after all the gross stuff I did. I don't really deserve to be forgiven, much less, this, and, so passionately, too. You know what? Okay, I'll do it. It's the least I can do to make it up to you. Yeah, let's go on a date. God, this is the 3rd one that I've gone on. Dating! Start! Oh. Sorry, I'm still getting dressed. How do I look? Girl, you rock that dress. My friend helped me pick out this dress. She's got great sense of, anyway, let's do this thing! Dating! Stop! Hey, wait! Actually, we still can't start the date yet. Dating!
Sudapo! I've got to give you items to raise your affection stat first. That'll increase the chance of a successful outcome to the date. Right? Anyway, don't worry, I'm prepared. I've been stockpiling gifts in anticipation for a date like this. First, I've got some metal armor polish.
Yeah, I'm a dex-based fighter.
Maybe you can't use that. But I brought some waterproof cream for your scales.
I don't plan on going in water anytime soon. It's the plague.
Your, scales. Well, how about this magical spear repair kit that
I use a Cutlass Alphys.
Hey, let's forget about the items. Let's just start the date.
Dating!
Start! Yeah, let's, date.
This is going well. Better than most dates I've had. It's plus 10 to enticement.
Do you like anime?
I ain't no fucking weeb.
Hey, me too! Hey, let's go somewhere.
Does Carson like anime? Never touch the stuff. Definitely not drinking out of a Tamamo no Mai Fake Grand Order design produced by Sanrio mug. Literally the two most Japanese things, Fate and Hello Kitty. Definitely don't currently have a teapot that I got in Asakusa, right beside Sensoji Temple, the largest Buddhist temple in Tokyo. Definitely don't have a can of CC Lemon, a drink literally that you can't get outside of Japan unless you go to a specialty store. Am I moving west coast? Yeah, I'm gonna be on Vancouver Island, just north of Victoria.
I've got it. Let's go to the garbage dump.
I thought only bullies hung out at the garbage dump. Are you a bully, Alphys? Are you gonna bully me? I didn't know that we had that sort of relationship. I'm kind of impressed.
Here we are. This is where Undyne and I come all the time.
You planning a road trip? That's where you're gonna go through in a year? Yo, well, I'm gonna be moving probably... I mean, I can't say for sure because I have to do my interview for school first. But if I get into school, then I'm probably gonna move there by, like, the end of August.
We find all sorts of great stuff here. She's really, Oh no. That's her over there. I can't let her see me on a date with you.
If it's for quitters, I got this. I know, I have to sound humble. I'm acting.
Why? Because, well, oh no. Here she comes. Hey, there you are. I, realized if you deliver that thing, it might be a bad idea. So, I'm gonna do it. Give it to me. Huh? You don't have it? Nah. You at least seen her?
Not at all.
No? But she wasn't at home. Where the heck could she be? Oh my god. Well, I guess it's obvious, huh? I really like her. I mean, more than I like other people! I'm sorry. I just figured, you know, it'd be fun to go on like a cute kinda pretend date with you to make you feel better.
I've been a victim of that before. It doesn't end well. Pro tip, don't go on pretend dates with people. It doesn't make them feel better. This is really cute, though.
Well, it sounds even worse when I put it like that. I'm sorry, I messed up again. Undyne's the person I really want to go on a date with. But, I mean, she's way out of my league. Not that you aren't, cool. But Undyne, she's so confident and strong and funny. And you could grate cheese on those abs.
Way back in the day, yeah.
And I'm just nobody. A fraud. I'm the royal scientist, but all I've ever done is hurt people. I've told her so many lies. She thinks I'm a lot cooler than I actually am.
Pity dates are the worst? Absolutely. Honestly, like, I can handle rejection, but, like, it's a special kind of pain when, like, somebody says, yeah, no, I hope this made you feel better. By the way, I'm not interested later.
She'll find out the truth about me. What should I do?
Keep lying.
The truth? But if I tell her that, she'll hate me. Isn't it better this way? To live a lie where both people...
Listen, I played too much Persona 5 to agree to that. That's literally the moral of Persona 5 Royal is no, that's not good. Fucking just say no next time. Be at home playing Nintendo and shit. Exactly.
Or a truth where neither of us are. They say be yourself, but I don't really like who myself is. I'd rather just be whatever makes people like me. No, you're right. Every day I'm scared. Scared what will happen if people learn the truth on their own. They'll get all hurt because of me. But how can I tell Undyne the truth? I don't have the confidence. I'm gonna mess it up. How can I practice?
Let's roleplay!
Roleplay? Actually sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, nice to see you, RDF. Glad you can join. Yeah, I mean, I never announced it or anything, so. Ooh. You'll be undone.
Oh no. Manchi redeemed the song.
Hey, Manchi. I invited a large number of girls over here for an orgy tonight. But I have to say the responses thus far haven't been what I had hoped for. Stacy had a headache, Jenny was in jail. Brenda had to work late, Kate was getting Jenny's bail. Angela got scurvy, Ashley got a cold. Sally's dad exploded, that's what I was told. Michelle had to play checkers and was baking pies. Wendy's dad exploded too, that might have been a lie. Pam had frisbee lessons, Stella had ballet. Now I'm by myself, but I can have fun anyway. So dim the lights, remove my tights. Yeah, nobody's show, but I'm gonna have some fun. Let's get this party started, it's an orgy for one. It's me in my hand and it's hotter than the sun. So break out the tissues, it's an orgy for one. I'm working out my issues in an orgy for one. Margaret's cat got nauseous, Jane was way too shy. Steve was not invited because he was a guy. Claire was parasailing, Brooke said she was in space. But it doesn't matter cause I'm rounding second base all through the night. My grasp is tight. Oh, I'm beating so hard you'd think I was a drum. And I don't even care, it's an orgy for one. I'm here all alone and I'm tugging on my plums. It's not just masturbation, it's an orgy for one. It's a fucking celebration in an orgy for one. Orgy for one. Orgy for one. 669 without the 9. Now pour the wine. I'm mine. I'm mine. I'm batting 1,000 and nailing everyone. Thank you everybody at this orgy for one. These pillows are stacked to look vaguely like a butt. You know I'm going for it, it's an orgy for one. My junk is getting sore and it's an orgy for one. You know that I'll be scoring at the orgy for one. G for one. Orgy for orgy for one. Thanks, Manchu. Now you know why that song's 2,500 shark coins. And also, that's what Undyne's having right now. Your neighbor just issued a noise complaint. No refunds. Do I live with anyone? Yes, I do. I definitely do.
Me? Undyne? Oh, okay. I'll say what I think she'd say, and you show me what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. Hey, Alphys, you look kinda cute today. Which I say often, but platonically, because I would never like you.
You're one hot baby.
What? Alphys. What's gotten into you? Hot baby? How dare you call me that? First off, I'm a baby knight. Captain of the babies. Treat my position with respect or I will strike you down. Now pretend I'm suplexing a boulder for no reason. Anyway. What do you want to say, Alphys?
Alphys gives you a kiss. Need to make me an official, make an official cover? Oh man. Is that gonna be the hidden track on the Guilty Gear cover album? I'm actually considering doing a couple of Ninja Sex Party covers. I want to do Orgy for One, a full version of 6969 since they have that instrumental out. Yeah, the only thing preventing me from doing like actual covers is the lack of an instrumental. So, what breakfast looks like after the stream makes you sing Orgy for One 5 times in an evening? It's fine. She needs some goddamn confidence, yeah. The comma gets me, yeah, Poppy.
What? I would never! Alphys, what are you doing? I say, pushing you away from me. You shouldn't kiss me. But you're so good at it. Because of what you learned from those dating video games, I can't help but kiss you back. I'm Undyne and I'm piling on the smooches. What did you just say? Undyne, I was just... Hey, whoa. Wait a second. Your outfit's really cute. What's the occasion? Hi. Wait a second. Are you two on a date? Yes! I mean, no! I mean, we were, but, actually, we were only romantically role-playing as you.
Yeah. I gave you smooches.
What? I mean, Undyne, I've been lying to you. What? About what? About, well, everything. I told you that seaweed was like really just wanted to use it to make ice cream. And those human history books I kept reading, those are just dorky comic books. And the history of movies, those are just, anime. They are real. And that time I told you I was busy with work on the phone, I was just eating frozen yogurt in my pajamas that time. Alphys.
Are fish people under the Scaly umbrella, or is it lizard exclusive? I don't know a lot about that subculture, but like, if you're gonna call it scaly, I would say that you have to embrace everything that has scales. So I would consider fish as scaly. Smooth as always. Smooth as butter. Alphys is a mood, damn straight. Alphys is my favorite character in the game, just because, like... Well, like, the imposter syndrome, the personal failures, the arc that she has with Undyne, just... God. Alphys gets a lot of development. Oh, hey, we got a pro in the chat. What's the verdict, Pavi?
I wasn't some nerdy loser.
The ungodly experiments she committed on her fellow monsters? Yeah, it's fucking science. Just ask Albert Einstein. He invented her fellow monsters.
Alphys. Undyne, I really think you're neat, okay?
Alphys. Shh. Shh. Go! Are not considered scalies. Dragons, reptiles are generally scaly. Okay. Fair enough. Anime girls that transform so Arena. Alphys backed the Kickstarter, specifically because of Arena.
Alphys! I think you're neat too, I guess. But you've gotta realize, most of what you said really doesn't matter to me. I don't care if you're watching kid cartoons or reading history books. To me, all of that stuff is just nerdy crap. What I like about you is that you're passionate, you're analytical. It doesn't matter what it is, you care about it. 100% at maximum power. So, you don't have to lie to me. I don't want you to have to lie to anyone anymore. Alphys, I want to help you become happy with who you are. And I know just the training you need to do that. Undyne, you're gonna train me. What? Me? Yeah, Alphys! Nah, I'm gonna get Papyrus to do it.
Thought you didn't play Deltarune, but you're coming out here with facts about Albert Einstein inventing monsters. That was some deep hidden lore. Cat's out of the bag. I totally played Deltarune, guys. Nah. I haven't played Deltarune yet. Okay, that's a lie. I met Ralsei and did one fight, and that's it. And that was like way back when it came out. I haven't touched it since.
Get those bones shaking! It's time to jog 100 laps! Hooting about how great we are! Ready? I'm about to start the timer. Undyne, I'll do my best.
Fish and other aquatic zonas aren't considered scale. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. Yeah. The irony of Arena calling someone a weeb trash is great. Oh my god, she was just kidding, right? Those cartoons, those comics, those are still real, right? Anime is real, right? And listen, I didn't lie to Alphys. But I am about to lie to Undyne because I think I would shatter her perception of reality. Ha ha ha! I knew it! Gigantic swords, magical princesses, here I come!
Thanks for taking care of Alphys. I didn't get to say what I wanted to, but things seem like they're gonna be really better for her. Well, I gotta catch up with them. Later!
Anime is real because I exist. I am anime. Partaking in worthless garbage fills you with determination. The head of the guard anime? Sorry, yeah. As real human history probably distorted her perception of the power of humans? Probably.
Howdy! If it isn't my good friend who trusts me. This is Papyrus, your also mutual friend. Alphys and I finished our training early. Very early. So I sent her home. Very home. Now. I feel strongly and for no apparent reason you should also go there. To her. Lab. House. I have only good feelings about this. Goodbye.
Good to know. Go team. Yeah, only Fire lives here now. Dummy's gone. And who better to teach self-confidence than Papyrus? Papyrus has all of the self-confidence. Papyrus believes in him that believes in himself. Like Brick Tamlin? Who's that? So could you believe that I've never actually watched Anchorman? Yeah, I know. I've missed out on a lot of good movies. Tra-la-la, the water is very wet today. And the boat's really boat. Seems on brand. No, you're right, though. Haven't watched Anchorman, but you know what I have watched? Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Don't watch it. Thanks for the drink, Bobby. You don't watch too many movies either? Ooh. It's a note from Alphys. Sure. It's hard to read because of the handwriting, but you try your best.
Hey, thanks for your help back there. You guys, your support really means a lot to me, but as difficult as it is to say this, you guys alone can't magically make my problems go away. I want to be a better person. I don't want to be afraid anymore. And for that to happen, I have to be able to face my own mistakes. I'm going to start doing that now. I want to be clear. This isn't anyone else's problem but mine. But if you don't ever hear from me again, if you want to know the truth, enter the door north of this note. You all at least deserve to know what I did.
That's all she wrote. What if that paper just blew away? You love cinema, that's why you only watched the first one. Don't watch Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. It does launch you.
Warning, warning, elevator losing power. EM tether stability lost. Altitude dropping. Prepare for world domination. Timing death.
Underground can get windy as fuck. Exactly. I'm glad you guys understand. Oh, I should probably check these out, shouldn't I?
This is it. Time to do what the king has asked me to do. I will create the power to free us all. I will unleash the power of the soul.
Actually, I want to beat this tonight. You guys know what's up. Alphys had to pump monsters full of determination, but that was a bit too much. And then they went crazy. And then people started asking where their loved ones were. And that was bad. Elevator lost power, enter the center door. Okay. Oh, did I get some potato chips? Damn straight I did. Regular old potato chips. Something as simple as an elevator moving can cause a heavy gust? Oh, that's true. No, that doesn't look like it's ready to go. How's this plant doing? Well, it's probably doing pretty well considering it's big.
Asgore asked everyone outside the city for monsters that had fallen down. Their bodies came in today. They're still comatose, and soon they'll turn to dust. What happens if I injected determination into them? If their souls persist after they perish, then freedom might be closer than we all thought.
Yep. Plant lied to me. To be fair, it can't lie if I didn't ask it. So, it answered truthfully that it was fake. A sticky operating table. Oh, I think this is a fight. Hello. I can hear their voices through the receiver. Such a cute abomination. Yeah, my little Gagas. Come on, join the fun. Oh, I'm gonna be in this corner first. God damn it. But nobody came. Oh, wait, no. I probably shouldn't hold still. Yep. Holding still was a bad opening move. I couldn't afford that. Nightmares go brrr. Okay, let's try this again. This time from the middle. Also, when I say that we're beating this tonight, it's like when I said that we were going to beat Ansem in one night. It's just gonna happen. Also, fun fact, the Fool's Gold recap stream wasn't my longest stream. I took a look at the numbers, and I streamed for fucking 8 hours. Laura Mipson. Sorry, when I did the last episode of Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel. That was 8 hours. And the reason it was 8 hours was because I promised that I'd beat Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel. I was gonna fucking do it. Drain, dropped it, that's all okay, I got it. Anything else going on here? Sounds like Dingo's gotta make more episodes. 5 hours of animation, yep. I mean, that wasn't the last Fool's Gold rewatch we're gonna do on this channel. We are absolutely doing more when more episodes come out. Maybe we'll make it an annual thing. Technically animatics. 5 hours single-handedly is fucking astonishing, yeah. Should run a Fool's Gold game when the book is released? I'm thinking of it, actually. Cause Sabrina and Gideon both have played 5e. So, I'd like to have them as players. Another thing that I was considering was making a Patreon and then like possibly DMing a game for my patrons. Do you ever do honey heists with them? How can I do something when I don't know what it is? I know Honey Pop. I don't think I played Honey Pop with them. I watched Markiplier play that. Oh, no, I think I remember... Yeah, sorry, I think I remember you actually sending me that, too. Yeah, you did. Carson's attention span goes brrr. Thank you. You get dibs. Oh, okay. That's not a save point. Smells like sweet lemons. Okay. I see an arm. I'm gonna flex. Thank you so much for welcoming me to your special hell. Oh, jeez. I got my table set now, yeah. Yeah, everyone wants to play. I mean, again, we'll see. Maybe when I start school, I'll start the Patreon just so that I can, you know, have some spending money without having to, like, work at Starbucks. But streaming WWW Game Weekly for those that love wrestling and tabletop, that would be cool, yeah. Oh, hey, awesome, excuse me. Worldwide Wrestling. Yeah, the one that we're, sorry. The one where you're invading a different wrestling program, right? Yeah. I kinda think you're hot. Maybe I'm just lying, but that will just save my life. Alright, and I think that was supposed to be Old Small. I've felt this before. Oh god, I want to get shot by a candy corn. Could this be goodbye? Hopefully. It would be nice if that was goodbye. Under the Sheets. Oh no, that's the yellow one. How much anime is here? So you'd be alphabetized. Save for a few stray, sticky ones. You got debut? It actually went over so well? That's great! Have I had a chance to use Procreate? Not yet. I actually don't have an iPad. What I do have is the Surface Pro. This is my shitty one. I have a good one in my backpack. But because of that, I can use, like, the desktop version of Clip Studio, so... A lot of my artist friends with iPads use Procreate, though, and they absolutely love it. Still working on your own campaign idea that has seen a lot of themes from, that has a lot of themes from Xenoblade? I mean, like, if you have a good place to start with Xenoblade, then why not, right? I mean, the campaign that I'm trying to write has huge influence from Shin Megami Tensei, so... I have a feeling I might not be supposed to be there yet. You like a lot of things from Procreate and Clip Studio? Yeah. I'm just incredibly used to Clip Studio, so... If you could combine them, you'd be unstoppable. Maybe I need to kickstart these fans. Hi! You're an orb? I'm running headfirst into this blob of dogs. Oh god, I laughed, run away. You mean them things with the wings and the death books from Death Note? Been doing a lot of world building. More finalizing a world you like and even made a Nopon race? That's cool! Bounce towards you, flecking a strange liquid from an orifice. Joke's on you, I dodged your orifice liquid. Looking for affection. I pet it. It convulses rapidly, then calms down. Rest quietly on your lap for a moment. It's just a bunch of doggos. Suddenly it shoots away and crawls wildly on the walls. Striking the wall with its claws. Throw your weapon to the corner of the room. The amalgamate brings it back to you. Proudly? Yeah, making races is super fun. I'm really excited for you guys to check out the new races in the Fool's Gold book. There was a demo campaign that Felix DM'd that Gothi's player played in, and she played one of the new races. I think it was on Dreaded GM's channel. Now Amalgamate is really tired. It leans its stripping amorphous body on you. Aw. Aw. It's twitching affectionately. Starts to generate a stage 1 happiness froth! I should probably use an item. They intensify! Okay, good. You pet decisively. The amalgamate seems to be satisfied by all this. See, look, it's like 5 doggos under an umbrella, right? Endogeny is contented. Made a fun otterfolk with special trait called Adorable Outlook, where you have to make a charisma save or it charms you for a round. Oh, that's really cute. I'm currently, like, re-looking into 5e, because it's been quite a while since I played 5e. Like, there's no arcane spell failure chance in 5e. And that's great. If you guys don't know 3.5, when you're wearing armor that isn't light, or well, a lot of armors actually, you have like a % chance to fail arcane spells. Which sucks. It's not great. Okay. Snowy. It's loading. Told a bad pun about snow. Her expression starts to shift. Ha ha. I remember. You laugh and keep laughing. It's so funny, you can't stop. Tears run down your face. What? You didn't do that. Thank you. Can you stop fighting the existential dread that is Omori now? Still can't? Let's joke some more. You do need to be proficient with the armor that you're wearing or you can't cast spells in 5e. I would imagine. God. Angel just started streaming and he's been streaming for 91 days straight. Like, his goal is to stream every day for a year. And more power to him. I just hope that he doesn't burn himself out. you might need to multi-class or pick up a feat. Okay. I think that's a Coldplay song. It's like, lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. No, I felt like I needed to, maybe adjust what I said there. Yeah, I think it's called Fix You. Wait, I think it's here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now we don't need to watch. Well, actually, we might need to watch the tapes.
Gory, wake up.
What is it, dear? And why do you have that video camera?
Shush, I want to get your reaction. Gory, dearest, what's my favorite vegetable?
Carrots, right?
No, my favorite vegetable is Mame. Get it?
Aruto Janaito, dear. Go back to bed, dear.
No, not yet. Now, if I were a dog, what breed of dog would I be?
I don't know, honey. What kind of dog would you be?
I would be a Pomeranian.
You sure are excited to have this child. You know, if you keep making jokes like this, one day, you could be a famous Momedian.
Well, I'm going to bed.
Hey, come on, Tori. That one was funny.
I know, I'm just teasing you. Good night, dear.
Good night, honey.
Oh, dear. Perhaps it's too dark in here for the video to come out.
That's cute. Where do I put the blue key? It's gotta be around here somewhere. Probably over here. We'll need a vessel to wield the monster's souls when the time comes. After all, a monster cannot absorb the souls of other monsters, just as a human cannot absorb a human soul. So then, what about something that's neither human nor monster? Like a plant. Hello, speech bubble. Hey, you remember that comma from Alpha earlier? I think it's back. Like a robot. Okay. I think there's the final frogget hanging out there. I don't know, buddy. God, the bees are attacking it. Okay. Maybe Jesus can help me. Oh, God can't help me now. But no one heard you. Okay. Let's go clean. You wash your hands, nothing happened. Okay, I ran right into that. That's my beat. How about I eat a cinnamon bun? I would rather not look, but thank you for the option, and I will consider it for next time. Pick on Reaper Bird. Reaper Bird seems to remember something. Okay. It went back to the first dimension. So, yeah. How are you guys doing? I'm actually kind of surprised that my reflection didn't come to fight me. Don't worry, he had a parachute. This is why we don't play Call of Cthulhu. See, my absolute favorite horror is the psychological horror. Regular horror doesn't do it for me, like jump scares and shit. It's when I know something's coming, and it doesn't. You're drawing cute things before going back to Gortober? I did see the one with, that you did with Bree in bed. That one slapped, for sure. But yeah, psych horror is great. It's the only horror that gets me anymore. You know, when I was in elementary school, we used to rent R-rated slasher flicks every Friday. So I was kind of desensitized to, like, jump scares and shit. You know, there's only so many times you can see Freddy kill, like, teenage Johnny Depp before you just don't care anymore. Or else you get night terrors? That's valid, like, God, it affects people differently. Hey! Nice to see you guys. I'm about to head out right now, but,
Hey, stop! I got you guys some food, okay?
Okay. Shouldn't immediately make you scared. Later, in a dark room that you'd never be scared of, and suddenly, like, did that shadow move? Relaying the imagination of the unknown is the best horror? Yeah. The corruption horror and, like, stalker psych horror? Yeah. I think that's why the earlier Silent Hill games got me so much. Body horror is also fun, but that's mostly Aliens and The Fly. Would you also throw Hellraiser in there too, just because of what the Cenobites are? That's why Alphas had all the pet food. Exactly.
Sorry about that. They get kind of sassy. They get kind of sassy when you don't feed them on time. Anyway.
Hello, text message? Sorry, guys. Oh, you sassy bitch, Monchi, you found it. Thanks for the instrumental version of Orgy for One, Monchi. I'll have to use it. Well, I'll have to contact the person who did it and then use it if they say that I can.
But it seems like you were one step ahead of me. This was probably just a big inconvenience for you, but I appreciate that you came here to back me up. God damn it. As I said, I was afraid I might not come back. But that's not because of these guys or anything. I was just worried I would be too afraid to tell the truth. That I might run away or do something cowardly.
This is why I think that in the genocide ending, it's implied that Alpha's offs herself. Like, this whole arc just kind of solidifies that for me.
I suppose I owe you an explanation. As you probably know, Asgore asked me to study the nature of souls. During my research, I isolated a power called determination. I injected it into dying monsters so their souls would last after death. But the experiment failed. You see, unlike humans, monsters' bodies don't have enough physical matter to take on those concentrations of determination. Their bodies started to melt and lost what physicality they had. Pretty soon, all of the test subjects had melted together into those. Seeing them like this, I knew. I couldn't tell their families about it. I couldn't tell anyone about it, no matter how much everyone was asking me, and I was too afraid to do any more work, knowing everything I'd done so far had been such a horrific failure. But now I've changed my mind about all this. I'm going to tell everyone what I've done. It's going to be hard, being honest, believing in myself. I'm sure there'll be times when I'll struggle. I'm sure that there'll be times where I screw up again. But knowing deep down that I have friends to fall back on, I know it'll be a lot easier to stand on my own. Thank you. Come on, guys. It's time for everyone to go home.
Good job, team. Hello? I've chosen a candidate. I haven't told Asgore yet because I want to surprise him with it. In the center of his garden, there's something special. The first golden flower that grew before all the others. The flower from the outside world. It appeared just before the queen left. I wonder, what happens when something without a soul gains the will to live? The flower's gone. I wonder where that went. It's a voice you have never heard before. Doctor walks up to you and says, "So, you severely sick mother I worked on? She's not actually dead. She's a mercury dragon." I mean, the Soul Prowler would definitely be one of the Alpha's experiments if she had access to it. Carson, are you there? Hi. It's been a long time, hasn't it? But you've done well. Thanks to you, everything has fallen into place. Carson, see you soon. I wonder why there's vines on there. Oh, wait. Okay. Guess we're going back here. Here's the last corridor. Do it for the vine. Welcome to D&D Vines 3 with Flowey, the flower. Let's check the soul room just really quick. Okay, well, it's just my coffin. It's fine. D&D Vines 3 TikToks. I mean, let's be real here. Nothing's ever gonna top. I'm never gonna dance again! Guilty feet have got no rhythm! Hey, Asgore. This is the barrier. This is what keeps us all trapped underground. If by chance you have any unfinished business, please do what you must. I see. Are we looking at Abby and doing mommy sorry? This is it then. Ready? Strange light fills the room. Twilight is shining through the barrier. It seems your journey is finally over. You're filled with determination! Human. It was nice to meet you. Goodbye. Carson wins.
What a miserable creature, torturing such a poor innocent youth. Do not be afraid, my child. It is I, Toriel, your friend and guardian. At first I thought I would let you make your journey alone, but I could not stop worrying about you. Your adventure must have been so treacherous, and ultimately, it would burden you with such a horrible choice. To leave this place, you would have to take the life of another person. You would have to defeat Asgore. However, I realized I cannot allow that. It is not right to sacrifice someone simply to let someone leave here. Is that not what I have been trying to prevent this whole time? So for now, let's suspend this battle. As terrible as Asgore is, he deserves mercy too.
Tori, you came back.
Do not Tory me, dreamer. You pathetic whelp. If you really wanted to free our kind, you could have gone through the barrier after you got one soul. Taken 6 souls from the humans, then come back and freed everyone peacefully. But instead, you made everyone live in despair. Because you would rather wait here, meekly hoping another human never comes.
Tori, you're right. I am a miserable creature. But do you think we can at least be friends again?
No, Asgore. Yeah! Asgore, human, nobody fight each other. Everyone's gonna make friends, or else I'll... Hello, I am Toriel. Are you the human's friend? It is nice to meet you. Yeah? Nice to meet you. Hey, Asgore, is that your ex? Jeez, that's a rough one. Hey! Nobody hurt each other! Oh, are you another friend? I am Toriel. Hello. Hi! There's 2 of them? Hey! Nobody fight anyone! If anyone fights anyone, then I'll be forced to ask Undyne for help! Hello. Oh. Hello, your majesty. Psst. Hey, human. Did Asgore shave? And clone himself?
That's rough, buddy. Hey guys, what's up?
That voice. Hello. I think we may know each other?
Oh, hey, I recognize your voice too.
I am Toriel. So nice to meet you.
Name Sans. Aw. Asgore's mascara is dripping. I feel bad for him. It probably took a while to do that makeup. And, same.
Oh, wait, then. This must be your brother, Papyrus. Greetings, Papyrus. It's so nice to finally meet you.
You have an interview with the tattoo shop? Yo! Congrats, Drum. I really hope it goes well.
Your brother has told me so much about you. Wowee! I can't believe Asgore's clone knows who I am! This is the best day of my life! Hey, Papyrus. What does the skeleton tile his roof with? Snowproof roof tiles? No, silly. A skeleton tiles his roof with shingles.
May the stream fill you with determination for your interview.
I changed my mind. This is the worst day of my life. Come on, Asgore. It's gonna be okay. There are plenty of fish in the sea. Yeah, Asgore. Undyne's totally right about that fish thing. Sometimes you just got to, stop going after furry boss monsters and, just get to know a really cute fish. It's a metaphor. Well, I think it's a good analogy.
Oh my god! Will the 2 of you just smooch already? The audience is dying for some romantic action!
Hey, shut up! Man, the nerve of that guy. Right, Alphys? Alphys. No, he's right. Let's do it! Well, I guess if you want to, then? Don't hold anything back. Wait, not in front of the human. Right. Sorry, I got a little carried away there.
That's alright. I smooched Alphys too.
My child, it seems as though you must stay here for a while. But look at all the great friends you've made. I think you'll be happy here. Hey, that reminds me. Papyrus, you called everyone here, right? Well, besides, her. Anyway, if I got here before you, how do you know to call everyone? Let's just say, a tiny flower helped me. A tiny flower?
That's rough. Can't even say you judged him skin, dude.
You idiots! While you guys are having your little powwow, I took the human souls. And now, not only are those under my power, but all your friends' souls are gonna be mine too! And you know what the best part is? It's all your fault. It's all because you made them love you! All the time you spent listening to them, encouraging them, caring about them.
Dating them, too. We also dated at least 3 of them.
Without that, they wouldn't have come here. And now, with their souls and the humans together, I will achieve my real form. Huh? Why am I still doing this?
Some of that dating was our... No. Yeah. No, you're right, though.
Don't you get it? This is all just a game. If you leave the underground satisfied, you'll win the game. If you win, then you won't want to play with me anymore. And what would I do then? But this game between us will never end.
Actually, it will. I have to play Astral Chain on Monday.
I'll hold victory in front of you just within your reach, and then tear it away just before you grasp it. Over and over and over. Listen, if you do defeat me, I'll give you your happy ending. I'll bring your friends back. I'll destroy the barrier. Everyone will finally be satisfied. But that won't happen. You! I'll keep you here no matter what.
Oh, that sucks.
Even if it means killing you 1,000,000 times!
That's fine.
What? Do not be afraid, my child. No matter what happens, we will always be there to protect you. That's right, human! You can win! Just do what I would do! Believe in you! Hey, human, if you got past me, you can do anything! So don't worry, we're here with you all the way!
Huh? You haven't beaten this guy yet? Come on, this weirdo's got nothing on you. Oh, Flowey, you ain't even the toughest boss in your game. Wait, where's Metatron?
Technically, it's impossible for you to beat him. But somehow, I know you'll do it.
Human. For the future of humans and monsters, you have to stay determined. Also these guys. And Muffet, and the guys who are dating too. Where's Tsundere playing? Or Napstablook? Where's Napstablook? I want Napstablook.
No! Unbelievable! This can't be happening! You! I can't believe you're all so stupid. All of your souls are mine!
There we go.
Inconceivable!
See, Flowey thought that he could make a wager with Venetian when death is on the line. Nasta Blue is behind the camera because they're shy? Yeah, that's fair. Finally. I was so tired of being a flower. Howdy. Carson, are you there? It's me, your best friend. Don't mind that I put in fun font. I held on to my hopes. Oh, jeez. It's a good thing I reduced my... What does Dream do? Think about why you're here now. You can feel the empty space in your inventory get smaller and smaller. Okay, so Dream gives me items, right? Oh, jeez. Sure is Arena in this fight. This, oh, fuck. This song is great. Do I Minecraft? Sometimes. I'm actually thinking of doing a Minecraft stream with the guys. Wait, isn't that your mom? No, that's technically our brother and our best friend. You know, I don't care about destroying this world. Oh, jeez. Asriel calls on Chaos Saber. After I defeat you and gain total control over the timeline, I just want to reset everything. Oh, jeez. Shocker Breaker! Through determination, the dream came true. I got 17 HP. The NCC 1701 for the 6th time. Oh, man. All your progress, everyone's memories, I'll bring them all back to 0. Star blazing. Boy has so much determination that he gets more save points than us. I want more save files. I want an IRL save file. Not necessarily to reduce stuff, just for fast travel. Then we can do everything all over again. Like, could you guys see this being Arena's level 20 attack? Because I could. And you know what the best part of all of this is? You'll do it! Oh, jeez. Have I heard the Man of the Internet vocal cover? No, I haven't. And Penuel, you lose to me again. If you want, like, throw in the stream context on Discord. Oh, jeez. Chaos Buster! And again. But it refused. Daga kotowaru da! One of my favorite things to do is say no to somebody who thinks they have an absolute advantage. Omae wa shinderu nai! Ah, I'm gonna need a popsicle. I wish I had advantage against your heart. Shocker Breaker 2. Uh-oh. And again! Oh, that's a lot of shocks. Galacta Blazing. That is bullshit blazing. I'm Galacta Blazing. If the words kill me, I don't need a new world order. Soon you will know. We already know the smell of the game. You was shocked because you love your friends. I do love my friends. Thank you. Those sparks just fuck me up. Because you never give up. Oh, jeez. That's a lot of sparks. Man, I hope the snowman's happy that I took him here. Isn't that delicious? Your determination. The power that let you get this far. It's gonna be your downfall. Hyper Goner. I'm probably gonna need items after this. Think about why you're here now. You can feel the empty space in your inventory get smaller and smaller. Now, enough messing around. It's time to purge this timeline once and for all. Hello! I don't remember that being voiced. I don't have a health bar, so... Even after that attack, you're still standing in my way? Wow, you really are something special. Don't get cocky. Up until now, I've only been using a fraction of my real power. Let's see what good your determination is against this! Azrael blocks the way. But I can't move. Behold my true power! That sure was powerful. I can feel it. Every time you die, your grip on this world slips away. Every time you die, your friends forget a little more. Your life will end here, in a world where no one remembers you. How about it don't? The whole world is ending. I still can't move though. Still, you're hanging on. That's fine. In a few moments, you'll forget everything too. That attitude will serve you well in your next life. That's a keyboard over joystick. It really depends. I think with more space, I prefer the joystick. With limited space, I prefer the keyboard. Still? Come on. Show me what good your determination is now. I did better. Still can't move. You can't move your body. Nothing happened. You struggle. Nothing happened. You try to reach your save file. Nothing happened. It's fine if I want to have the wrong opinion. I mean, I'm glad that you're finally admitting that, Monchi. You know, it's really hard when you know that you have the wrong opinion, but, you know, I'm glad that you worked that out. Tried to reach your save file, nothing happened. Seems saving the game really isn't possible. But, maybe, with what little power you have, you can save something else. Well, of course we're saving Alphys first. You reached out to Azrael's soul and called to your friends. They're in there somewhere, aren't they? Within the depths of Azrael's soul, something is resonating. Looks like he absorbed a lot of Mettaton. That's where Mettaton went. The lost soul appeared. You ask the lost soul what her favorite cartoon is. She can barely hold back from giving you an enormous answer.
You hate me, don't you?
Y'all ready for a boss rush? Lost Soul stands there. You ask the Lost Soul for help on a quiz question. She barely holds back from giving you the answer.
I've got to keep lying.
Ah, shit. I forgot how to do that one. You call out to the Lost Soul on the phone. She starts to sweat. Suddenly, the memories are flooding back.
No, that's not true. My friends like me, and I like you too.
Damn straight. Let's kill him. No. Alright. Let's save Mom. And Asgore too, I guess. I'm gonna have one of those. This is for your own good. Forgive me for this. Okay. Tell the Lost Soul you prefer butterscotch instead of cinnamon. Somehow, she faintly recalls hearing this before. No one will leave me again. This is my duty. Wow, I did really well there. You refuse to fight the Lost Soul. Something about this is so familiar to her. You stare deep into the eyes of the Lost Soul. He remembers the gaze of humans past. What about the bisexuals of humans past? You hug the Lost Soul. Suddenly, his memories are flooding back.
Your fate is up to you now.
You are our future. Alright, let's find Sans. And Papyrus, I guess. Judgment. You took the Lost Soul, you think about what you've done. Seems like it's trying to remember. You scoop up. I did.
I must capture a human!
Oh, right, it's up. Told the Lost Soul a bad pun about skeletons. Seems to love it. But the other Lost Soul seems to hate it.
Then everyone will!
Well, you can try. Yeah, jeez. You ask the Lost Soul to take a break from fighting with you. Suddenly, his memories are flooding back. Seeing how nicely you treated his brother, the other Lost Soul refused too.
No, wait! You're my friend! I could never capture you!
Yeah, I'm rooting for you, kid. When your heart changed colors, the control schemes, were they the colors of the other human souls?
Yep, absolutely.
And Undyne's gonna be the green one. It's alright now, Undyne. Why? Because I'm here. You gave the lost soul a big smile, just like you remember she likes to do. For some reason, she sort of wants to smile back. Can't smile through those pixels. All humans will die. You clash against the lost soul with all your might. It feels your fighting spirit. It's familiar somehow. You're our real enemy. Just who the hell do you think I am? Oh, you got me. You asked the lost soul to teach you how to cook. Suddenly the memories are flooding back. Well, some humans are okay, I guess. Now there's only one other person to save. Strangely, as your friends remembered you, something else began resonating with the soul stronger and stronger. It seems there's still one last person that needs to be saved. But who? Suddenly, you realize. You reach out and call their name. Huh? What are you doing? Remember when that murder hobo fell down? You became friends with him? Then he found interest in chocolate and daggers, and suddenly, he might not have been the greatest friend ever. That was short hair Carson. You feel your friend's souls resonating within Asriel. What did you do? One more friend to save. I'm coming for you, Sundareplane! What's this feeling? What's happening to me? No! No, I don't need anyone! Stop it! Get away from me! Do you hear me? I'll tear you apart. What if I just let him? Carson, do you know why I'm doing this? Why I keep fighting to keep you around? Because you're crying fire and I'm the only one with a cure for that. I'm doing this because you're special, Carson. You're the only one that understands me. You're the only one who's ever fun to play with anymore. He's Parado from Kamen Rider X. No, that's not just it. I'm doing this because I care about you, Carson. I care about you more than anyone else. I'm not ready for this to end. I'm not ready for you to leave. I'm not ready to say goodbye to someone like you again. So, please, stop doing this! And just let me win! Stop it! Stop it now! Carson. I'm so alone, Carson. I'm so afraid, Carson. Carson, I forgot about Sundareplane. I'm so sorry. I always was a crybaby, wasn't I, Carson? I know. You're not actually... technically. Carson's been gone for a long time. What is your name? Katie? Well, until we meet again, Kristen, adieu. Now let us fly into the night sky, and we'll raise a glass to As in a final goodbye to Asriel. Frisk? That's a nice name. Frisk, I haven't felt like this for a long time. As a flower, I was soulless. I lack the power to love other people. However, with everyone's souls inside me, I not only have my own compassion back, but I can feel every other monster's as well. They all care about each other so much, and they care about you too, Frisk. I wish I could tell you how everyone feels about you. Papyrus, Sans, Undyne, Alphys, Toriel. Monsters are weird. Even though they barely know you, it feels like they all really love you. Frisk, I understand if you can't forgive me. Understand if you hate me. I acted so strange and horrible, I hurt you. I hurt so many people. Friends, family, bystanders. There's no excuse for what I've done. Fuck you. What? Frisk, come on, you're gonna make me cry again. Besides, even if you do forgive me, I can't keep these souls inside me. The least I can do is return them. But first, there's something I have to do. Right now, I can feel everyone's hearts beating as one. They're all burning with the same desire. I committed genocide because you look a bit like somebody that I used to know. With everyone's power, with everyone's determination, it's time for monsters to finally go free. That's a lot of souls. It's a good thing Asriel knows how to draw a 1-pixel MS Paint line. The barrier was destroyed. And the carbuncle ate itself. Frisk, I have to go now. Without the power of everyone's souls, I can't keep maintaining this form. In a little while, I'll turn back into a flower. I'll stop being myself. I'll stop being able to feel love again. So, Frisk, it's best if you just forget about me, okay? Just go be with the people who love you. I'ma hug you. If you don't know what a carbuncle is, don't look it up. Actually, the cure to that is look up ruby carbuncle or topaz carbuncle or emerald carbuncle. Those are the good ones. Now all the monster can play is the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with a free trial up to level 60, including the critically acclaimed expansion Heavensward. Ruby Carbuncle will give you a Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't want to let go. Frisk, you're going to do a great job, okay? No matter what you do, everyone will be there for you, okay? Well, my time's running out. Goodbye. By the way, Frisk, take care of Mom and Dad for me, okay? It's alright. You'll come back as the softest boy in the next game. albeit as an anagram. Frisk, this is all just a bad dream. Please, wake up. Oh yeah, I guess Ruby Carbuncle was a GX era card, wasn't it? That my boy Aster Phoenix used to summon Rainbow Dragon. No, was it Aster Phoenix or was it... Who was it? Jesse Anderson. There we go. Hold up. Something in Ikebukuro is closing forever, my friend says, and there are some things in Ikebukuro that I liked. Oh shit, the Tokyo Hands. For you guys who don't know, Tokyo Hands is it's a Japanese department store that just has everything that you need, so... It's kind of sad that the one in Ikebukuro is closing.
We were so worried. It felt like you were out forever.
You don't think you ever finished GX? Don't worry. The guys who dubbed GX also never finished it. I know this is the time to tell you this, dude, but your mom and dad are getting a divorce. Can you burst into particles now? Listen, Asriel, the reason your mom and dad divorced is because you died. So, yeah, go to the afterlife with that.
Yeah, any longer and I would have freaked out. Tell us next time you decide to take a nap, okay?
Yeah, you made Papyrus cry like a baby.
What? I didn't cry. I don't cry. I just caught something in my eye.
What'd you catch?
Tears.
Now. The important part is that Frisk is alright. I did hear because it was either finish GX or move on to 5Ds. Yeah. 5Ds was good though. Well, the first season of 5Ds was good because I didn't watch any of the other ones. Here, Frisk. Why not drink some tea? It will make you feel better. Apparently, Asgore is Sojiro from Persona 5 now.
How about we give them space first? They must be very exhausted.
Really cool of them to use the they pronouns for Frisk.
Though from what I'm not certain. Frisk, we do not remember exactly what happened. There was a flower, and then everything went white. But now the barrier is gone. When you are ready, we will all return to the surface. It seems the door to the east will lead us there now. Before then, perhaps you might want to take a walk. You can say goodbye to all your wonderful friends. Do as you wish. We will all wait for you here.
Let's take a walk. The walk. Five Ds and card games on motorcycles? Yeah. Honestly, 5Ds just had the strongest characters. See, I was pretty sure that we'd be able to finish Undertale within the 2 hours, maybe a little bit over it. And you know, it's 10:15, so yeah, we did. Didn't notice before, but there's something like mummy wrappings at the bottom of it. What? But, this walk was the reason I wanted to extend it. Because, like, you get to see the impact of all your actions during the game. But it's a long walk, so if you guys want to talk about anything, now's the time. Has a really cool concept, didn't get to do much with. Huge class divide and subjugation and all that. Absolutely. So that's the anime about a children's card game. And all its episodes were plot relevant in some way with no filler. I didn't get to make my fried chicken today. So, sorry about lamenting over that during the walk, but I had to do some errands. One of the biggest of which was grabbing a new cushion for me to sit on. Because my other ones are not the greatest. They're good for short periods of time, but not this long. But because of that, I got home a bit late, and then, you know, I had to stream really quick, and it takes a while to make mac and cheese and fried chicken at the same time, so I decided to skip it. I should probably have some, like, ramen after this. Just to fuel myself. Did I watch the Animal Crossing Direct? I did! It really feels like they had Happy Home Designer 2 ready to go, and they were like, let's just throw it as DLC. Bold of them to include it with the, expansion pass, too, for Nintendo Switch Online. To be honest, I absolutely prefer to have that DLC forever, so I'm gonna wait on the, expansion pass for Nintendo Online. Whoops. There we go. Hope you enjoy that chicken and cheese. Yeah, I'm gonna whip it up tomorrow. The recipe calls for me to bake it, but you don't bake fried chicken. You fry it. If you bake fried chicken, then you're just lying to yourself. The recipe does have a weird thing, though, where it says it needs Dijon in the mac sauce. I've never heard of putting Dijon mustard in mac and cheese. Have I ever grilled cheese? Let me tell you, buddy, I make a bomb grilled cheese sandwich. Why do I look like a black sausage nun knight or a wizard? Well, everyone has an angle they look best from. Dijon mac sauce goes a far way. Interesting. I've never considered that. Gonna buy it. Buy me some friends and doing the family pass. So it's $10 each. That's really good, actually. Yeah. What do you say, son? Make a great pan mac and cheese? Ooh, maybe I'll add some paprika. I think I have some smoked paprika left from when I was making paella. Actually, what's to the right? Nothing in particular. To be honest, I haven't even tried making fried chicken this way either. I make a mean karage. Some sake, soy sauce, ginger, garlic, some mirin. Steak in that. And then I let that marinate for a while. Throw some cornstarch in that mix and then deep fry it. Oh, you're hungry? Me too. I didn't have dinner. We were hired by Mettaton to destroy you, but since you never paid us, we decided to quit. No hard feelings. Okay. What's this way? As a youth, I would seek out to play by this creepy flaming pit. Since the core is always rearranging, it was like a game of trying to find it. That's my special place. It's nice for cooking s'mores and things like that. Aw, that's cute. Chankonabe? There's one recipe that I learned how to make. A curry season oyakudon?
Yo.
I told I made a oyakudon for my dad when I got home from Japan the first time. And he's like, wow, this is great. What is it what does the name mean? And I'm like, oh, it means like mother and child. And he looked at his bowl with the egg and the chicken, and he's like, that's kind of morbid, isn't it?
Sorry, we aren't allowing any more guests at this time, or ever again.
You mean people won't visit the underground? You have so much infrastructure. Blah, blah. Alright, do this. Now we can live life without reservations. There we go. It's a good thing I wash my hands.
So, if we're leaving, will my job, I just got a raise. Well, every apple has its core.
What's up, Hellboy? Gonna use the right hand of doom to solve crime? Surface world. Really? Maybe I'll be able to go 2 feet without running into a puzzle. Alright, this guy. But yeah, when I got back, I found out that restaurants don't make hayashi rice here, and I learned how to make it. Pro tip, it's not worth it to make demi-glaze sauce from scratch. Just buy it from the store.
Oh, we're all free? Oh, I guess I can stop licking this ficus.
I don't want to look like I messed up, so I'll keep going. Were you guys on your way out? Guess I'll catch up with you later.
Good news, the elevators start working again. But now it's been so busy, we still haven't gotten the chance to ride it. As a slime, I'm overjoyed.
Where's my favorite place to get poutine? Actually, funny story, I don't like gravy, so I don't eat poutine very often. I mean, like, legitimately, the best place to get poutine is on the food truck. Fries are still good, absolutely. And the cheese curds. Technically, depending on your definition of poutine, chili cheese fries can be poutine. And if that's the case, then I'm fine with chili cheese fries.
So we're free, huh? Tom told us as much.
He told me. Don't think that means you're getting out of work early. My boss. I love that guy.
And by that I mean I hate him so much.
So we're free now.
Does that mean my double day is canceled?
I know it wasn't really a date. Here's a trick, little buddy. Lie to yourself all the time. It makes you feel a lot better. Anytime, little buddy. Chili cheese fries are just southern poutine. Exactly. But yeah, if you're ever gonna get poutine, get it from a food truck. Room service never came. No response. Trying to finish up work. Chili cheese fries with a chaser of Tums. Depends on how spicy you get the chili. Let's get some great deals. Hey, I'm a human.
Oh, oops, really? Well, when we said, we were hyped for the destruction of humanity, we were just, like, joking, you know?
Don't you say that?
Probably. It's like, practically our catchphrase.
Really? I thought our catchphrase was, Braddy's the best, Caddy's the coolest.
No. We've, like, literally never said that.
Can it be though? Can it be? Do you like cats?
Me? Yeah, I love cats.
They're, like, so cute.
So tasty.
Braddy, no.
I'm just kidding. Kind of. Anyway, when's the last time you even saw a cat around here?
Oh, just the other day. There was this cute little white cat walking around. It was, like, so clueless looking. I pet it for, like, an hour.
Catty?
Yeah, Braddy?
I think that was, like, a dog.
Dogs are just from cats.
Oh, you are a human fighter? How original.
Yeah, I love chili cheese fries. Honestly, like, when I make chili, there's always so many leftovers, right? So you gotta figure out what to do with them. And, like, chili cheese fries, chili dogs, chili burgers, just... It's a great way to use it up. If all humans are like you, I think it'll be a modest success. Undyne told us that the Royal Guard is being disbanded. Like, bummer. Guess we're gonna have to get used to love and peace. He seems happy. Good. I'm glad. Mettaton. He recognized my voice from when I called in, and he gave me his dress. I'm so... thanks for the drink, RDF. I probably need it. God, after that Azrael voice in his monster form, I absolutely need this. My grandfather was a human fighter. My father was a human fighter. And I'm a human fighter. So shall you become a human fighter.
Bonjour, dearie. I just finished tallying up all our donations. We finally raised enough to rescue all the spiders inside of the ruins. And we'll also be able to afford 4 pairs of stylish heels for every spiders.
Good. I guess that's what happens when you sell donuts and cider for almost 10,000 G. Real talk, when you guys play D&D, do you ever actually use silver and copper pieces? Like we used to use them as like, oh yeah, you know, this is like a copper piece. It's not even worth your time, so I'll give it to you for free. Like stuff like that. I've been thinking about getting a sick skateboard. Oh, geez, they're not advertisements anymore. On the surface, we'll be able to watch all kinds of TV. But none of those shows are as good as Mettaton's, TM. You haven't? Yeah. There's just something about the other forms of currency that... I mean, I guess if you're playing like a mercantile campaign, maybe. You know, if everyone is selling stuff, then maybe you could run like a legitimate economy, but why? Why bother? I'm thinking of going to the surface. You're going there too? Idiot. Quit following me. There we go. I feel like it's useful for keeping how 1% you are in perspective. That's fair. Like, I do think that it can be a good gag, you know? Like, let's say you're level 12 and you've run the campaign. I don't have enough. And you have, like, 8,000 gold. And then you go up to a village shop and it's like, I sell bread for 1 copper piece, dearie. A blacksmith's day currency is 2.5 gold a week or something on average? Jeez. That's makes adventuring really bougie, yeah. Use gold and platinum, because using copper and silver makes things confusing. Yeah. On the surface, I won't have to buy donuts from spiders. That's my resolution. It's a donut. It's a bracelet, but it's a croissant. As long as we aren't using electrum. I'm gonna run a D&D campaign that requires you to register your gold pieces on the blockchain. And then no one's ever going to play it, and I'm going to be the worst person ever. And they'll be right. Okay, I guess we're not going that way. Let's see what's on left, too. Breathtaking. Unfortunately, we missed the boat for being able to do the art class. We could have done it, because the date is October 10th at 8 p.m. Hey! Haha, haha. I wonder if any humans would want to be my friend. Psych, that would never happen. Well, why don't you just believe in yourself, man? Seems like the mouse hacked the safe and took the cheese out. Good job. The bad... what? The bad opinion zone. Okay. I didn't know it was gonna call my stream out like this. Oh, Sundar Plane is here too. Human, you're leaving? I have something to say to you. Admittedly, I may have had limerent feelings for you before. However, upon examining my own actions, I now realize I did not love you. I was merely infatuated with the concept of love, the idea of romance, the concept of sharing affection with each other. Through these desires, I built a false concept of you in my head. Such relationship would not have ended well. In closing, I believe it is better that I chose to say nothing. You idiot. That's a healthy way of looking at it. Well, what's my hot take? Pop-Tarts count as ravioli. Toasty bun! I want another hot dog, but the hot dog guy never came back. Besides that, today was fun. Count your blessings, even if you don't get a second hot dog. Let's go to the laboratory. The reason that so many dogs were in the basement was because it said lab and they thought that it was, like, Labrador. Oh, jeez. Oh, hey, what's happening with the cube? Okay. This stream has made me really hungry now. Yeah, as someone who likes to cook... Oh, maybe I should bring some instant noodles. Okay, I guess I can't. Yeah, because I like to cook, we talk about food a lot on the channel. Okay, I don't think there's much left in Hotland. Okay, I'll be able to have a nice drink on the surface. Here, have that. Okay, never mind. I'll take the drink. Never mind. Once you and your girlfriend move in together, you're gonna cook together so she can teach you how to cook? That's good! Honestly, like, knowing how to cook, even like basic stuff, is a good skill to have. Because, like, bachelor food gets boring. You can only have hamburger helper and scrambled eggs so much before it just becomes old. freedom. What? You're pulling my leg. I have no idea who you are. I never met you. Okay, we listened to that already. You aren't gonna tell my parents about this, are you? Aw, I recorded Monster Kid. We can go to the Tem Village and lament about our inability to actually send Temmie to college. I say our inability, it was my inability. I was the one who fucked up. To college in our hearts. Exactly. Temmie actually became a cardiologist and then stole all the human souls because they were shaped like hearts.
Whoa! Tem here news! Very good! Yay! Tems can go free!
A pleasing development, no?
A pleasing development.
Rich history of Tem. I definitely felt something.
Yeah, I agrees. Should check Tem shop. Whoa, if Tems can go on surface, can see lot of cute human. Everyone go free, but Tem. Tem no leave. Tem watch Ek. Tem will be happily family.
Whoops. Still hard-boiled. Thanks for the drink, Bobby.
Boys!
She's waiting for someone to let her out. It symbolizes my unbridled happiness. The government told me they were willing to transplant me outside. Why didn't you smile at my dance? It almost feels a little rude. Okay. I'll buy some temp flake. Shroomin' and groovin'. That's what we're going to do on the Carson Gets High stream. Joke's on you, sign. Yo, what up, turtle?
I knew you could do it.
Buttons, why?
Okay, I remember it clearly now. It was the monthly address at the castle, and the Queen was giving her part on the current events. After finishing her update, she moved to pass the microphone to the king. However, she didn't realize the microphone was still in her hands when she said, "Your turn, Fluffy Buns." The audience burst into laughter. Realizing what she said, she started laughing too. After a few moments, the king held up his arms. The crowd grew silent. He leaned towards the microphone. Expression. Start.
Dear citizens, thank you for coming here today. I, King Fluffy Buns.
And the rest is history.
Is Asgore a goat?
Goat? Actually, that reminds me. Toriel once wore a flower-patterned muumuu. Folks kept saying nice muumuu to her, but she kept thinking they were calling her a cow, so she never wore it again. What was the question again? Oh, right, Asgore. He's a real interesting type of monster, strongest type of all. We call them boss monsters. When they have offspring, soul power of the parents flows into the child, causing the child to grow as the parent's age. But Asgore doesn't have a child, so he's been stuck at the same age and probably will be forever. Huh? What if the child is a human? What? Man, that wouldn't work. So if Asgore's your father, he'd definitely outlive you. Oh yeah, of course, Toriel was queen, Asgore was the king. It was tragic when she left, since everyone knew she was really the brains behind the throne. But it was also just a teensy bit relieving, you know? Those two were really insufferable together. Nuzzling noses, being all cute and cuddly in public, embarrassing their children. They were so sweet it made me sick. Thank God those days are over. Wow. You're a crotchety old man, aren't you? Turtle. Thing. So you never met my neighbor's daughter? Don't despair, this world has infinite opportunities. There's a limit to the things you can do today. Accepting this is healthy. Take my neighbor's blessing, and consider this blessing for anyone you'd like. Using its money, the snail bought a hat. The housing market will probably crash now, but you know, home is where the heart is.
Snail, snail, you've reached the end of your extensive journey. Snail, snail, what a long trip. Remember to stretch your muscles. It's a snail. I wonder if Toriel has seen it. Well, probably not, considering it lives. What's gonna happen to Napstablook's family farm? Oh, hey, Metaton's here. Snail racing got my temps to college. There you are, Frisk, darling. Feast your eyes. Dr. Alpha's completed my wonderful new body. Oh, and did you hear? The barrier's open! I can't wait to see the sun! The greatest spotlight of all. Oh yes, I suppose I should thank you too, darling. Before fighting you, I had forgotten how fun it was to perform with others. So I've been searching for hot talents to fill my upcoming troupe. So far, Shiren's agreed to be my backup singer. And Napstablook here will be my sound mixer. The three of us performing together. It really feels overdue, doesn't it? Metaton, I'm a huge fan. Oh, hi. Human, I'll never forget when you cheered me on, and I was pretending to sleep. No one ever had so much faith in my fake sleep. Also, this is awkward, but what's your name? Everyone seems to know it now, except me. Seems like I've been missing out lately. I was just sitting at home listening to tunes. There was a flash of light outside my window. I saw the snails on the farm disappear. I heard a knock at the door. A flash of light wanted to come in. I closed the blinds. Now everyone knows your name except for me. Frisk? Oh, okay, I won't forget it. That's why Napstablook wasn't there. Oh, hey, he's moved. Can I lay down and feel like garbage? Probably too late in the game to do that. Thanks for the drink, Monchi. As a ghost, does he have the soul? Yo!
You? Thanks a lot for your help earlier. You? I'm starting to feel great in this new form. I want everyone to see it. Who knows? Maybe I'll even start my own TV show and take the world by storm. Watch out, Metaton. I'll step on your puny metal behind. Hey, do you think Undyne's gonna come back here soon, or...? Sounds like only fire. Fire, it's time to move to the... Actually, you know what? Don't move to the surface. You can live here now. This little bird wants to carry you across. Spoiler alert, this is what one of Gothy's ducks is doing.
accidentally drank one of Gothi's potions, and now it's super strong. We can go and see the real stars now, but I still don't know what those are. Oh, right, this is what the ice cream shop was. Now that I think about it, RDF, what is a soul but a ghost inside your shell? Seems like the mouse has freed some of the cheese from the crystal. Huger and Lagan song. 3 gold for the fairy. Sure. I don't know where I'm going, but thanks for stepping on my face. Here's 3 gold. Oh, thank you. Do the impossible, see the invisible. Row, row, fight the power. Touch the untouchable, break the unbreakable. Row, row, fight the power. What you wanna do is, what you gonna do is just break the roof and you'll see the truth. You see the rule, the G when you go, baby. Row, row, fight the power. Power to my peeps, power for the dream, still missing piece scattering, so incomplete. We be the most incredible soldier from underground. See how easy they all fall down. Dig into the soul to see the light. Let's get out of here, babe. That's the way to survive, y'all. Top off the head, top off the set. Do the impossible. Don't you want to bet? Cause a lot of things change. Kept you waiting in vain. If you want to get by, no pain, no gain. Wow, Biggs want to test me again? Sorry, Rhyme's gonna stunt your brain, yo. I'm still starving for the straight up skill. We gonna making it happen with the crazy rap skill. Get ready to rumble. Now be the time, If you ain't know, now you know. You're marvelous. Ah, thanks, RDF. My guitar case was open, and you were able to drop some money in there. Anything going on here anymore? Nah. Papyrus, you left all your stuff here. Okay, yeah, this is the sock note. There we go. Wait, what was on the table? Oh, it's rock candy. Having an amorphous, shambling family member is great. They're always moving, so I can see them 100% of the time. All of our parents have been combined into one horrible being. That's okay, though. It's really brought our families together. Huh. Now that our parents are the same entity, does that mean I'm married to my sister? Wait, we're dogs. That stuff's normal. They're friends. And family. Aruto Janaito. Oh my, there's so much news to report, I don't know where to begin. How about this headline? Monsters go free from the underground. No, that doesn't have enough pizzazz. How about top 10 monsters you won't believe got free from the underground? Don't start that, please. Don't bring that to the... That's the origin of those listicles. This will be our newspaper's last issue. Why don't we just put a big V end on the front and call it a day? That's a good idea. The greatest struggle of my life is over. I just solved today's junior jumble. Welcome to the library. This is the last day we'll be open, so make as much noise as you want. I believe in a thing called love. There we go. Oh, we're free. Finally, I'll be able to stop smiling. Yeah, you go for that. Now I can play monsters and humans with real humans. When humans play monsters and humans, do they just call it humans and humans? Seems like this is the beginning of a brand new boundless world. Waha! This is the adventurous spirit. I'm like a kid again. And my children are like double children. What a beautiful knock. Maybe if I don't answer, I'll hear it again. Nah, you missed out, buddy. Ice Wolf no longer has to throw ice. Ice Wolf can take a break and buy some pants now. Yeah, he was naked the entire time. We'll take the ferry once we're done here. Alright, you can stop smiling.
Looks like I won't have to worry about cracking jokes anymore.
I was gonna say a joke here, but I really don't have one. Yo, what up, Grillb?
I wonder if the overworld has hot guys and neat drinks. Ooh, I'm ready. Soon I'll be able to try some human food. And then I guess I'll try the human bathroom too.
Gideon is online? Nay? Jukebox is broken. Hey, people won't have to move in from the city anymore. Seems like we won't have to lose our local culture. Except we're all moving out here. Oh well. I guess it can't be all punk peaches and punk cream. You're supposed to be a punk? Good job. Wow, a brand new world. I might not get to translate for Grillby anymore. Which is fine, since I was actually just making up what you were saying.
In the end, I never caught any girls on my fishing line. So kid, take it from me. Don't try to catch hot people with fishing rods.
Somewhere, the hero winning at this man. It finally won the game of poker against itself. I mean, that's the real best ending here. Better Dr. Elphys than the king and queen. The awful things she'd done. King felt so bad that he didn't know. He gave her a big hug. Then the queen fired her. Now we don't have a royal scientist anymore. That's politics.
Yo, what's up? I've been kinda doing some thinking. Maybe Undyne isn't actually as cool as we thought. She's just kinda mean. But yo, I just found out someone way cooler.
It'll be nice to show humans our presence under the tree tradition. They'll probably be weirded out by it. Probably.
That kid over there told me that it's weird I have a pet bunny. First, there'd be nothing weird about it. It's cute. Second, what? It's normal to walk your younger brother on a leash, right?
You were right. You were totally right. Is anyone else weirded out by those giant shambling amalgamates, or... That's fun.
Mom says we can go to the surface world now. What's so great about that anyway? I don't want to move.
Aw. She's into some shit, yeah.
Hello, sorry, no time for a nap. Snowed in. Shutting down so we can all go to the surface.
Well, that's good. It's a cute little inn, though.
Hello, traveler. How can I help you? I mean, it happened to you, right? There was a strange flash of white light, and I felt my body pulled into something. Then suddenly, everything was back to normal. Well, I suppose I'll move my store to the overworld. Haven't planned much more than that, I'm afraid. Bye now.
Well, I'll keep my unicycle. I also have to find the snowman. This is an incredibly long walk. Maybe someone on the surface will pay attention to me. There's so many people, someone has to, right? Everyone's leaving, huh? Good riddance. Maybe I'll finally get some peace and quiet. Maybe. Very earthbound? Yeah. Well, like, wasn't Undertale supposed to be like an Earthbound mod at one point? Or is it just like that heavily based on Earthbound? That's right, I ruined it. Oh, hey. What's up, Blue Hat? I know how to set myself apart now.
Ear piercing. Wait. Toby Fox made an Earthbound mod? Okay. That would do it. We're all free? Okay, okay. I'll stop lounging around. Does that dog know? Probably doesn't, does it? There's that puzzle that we didn't finish. I will say there is an important reason we're doing this walk. Guess I'll have to go to the surface. There are woods there we can live in, right? Yeah. Think it was just heavily inspired? Okay. Oh no, I ruined it. How could I? What's up, Green Hat? Ha! After all this time, you're still thinking about my hat. Please? It's an unplugged microwave. All the settings say spaghetti. It's a plate of lukewarm spaghetti. Seems like something tried eating it and just gave up. Seeing as this spaghetti is still here somehow, I hereby donate it to the public. It's like a playground for your mouth. Papyrus. It was heavily inspired by Earthbound, but you can download Earthbound Halloween Hack, which he made years before this, where he reused some ideas in Undertale. That's cool. Nope. What about you? I'm worried about getting older. I'll stop being a teen. No, I refuse. I'll just invent new numbers, like 20 teen. Can I get in on that? I can feel that piece of me has been well taken care of. The barrier's opened up. Then, if it's not too much to ask, could you take that piece of me to the surface? I would really appreciate it. I won't be playing Ring Fit, but thank you, Alarm. The true secret of immortality. Alright, this is the cardboard box. You observe the well-crafted sentry station. Who could have built this, you ponder? I bet it was that very famous Royal Guardsman. Note, not yet a very famous Royal Guardsman. Update, I'm a Royal Guardsman yet. The doctor. She brought my wife back from the dead. My son, he seems happy again. Our family is much bigger than ever. And my wife is combined with 16 other people. Mom might have to share her mind with other people now, but she's still my mom. And that's cool, because we're made of ice and stuff. What? It's a joke. Laugh at it. Alright, everyone, let's give one laugh to that guy. Ready? And... ha. There you go. Oh, you poor Arena. Never mind, guys. Aw. There we go. We just have to create an Alphys homebrew and run the Fool's Gold module with her in it. And that will take care of the Mercury Dragon. Or she'll have caused it. Fool's Gold is just a sequel to Undertale.
I can't believe we did this in 3 streams, right, guys? You know, stream 1, we finished the ruins and Snowden. Stream 2, we finished the wet place, the swamp, the marsh, the waterfall. Stream 2.5, we got through half of Hotland. Stream 2.8, we got to the end, and now look where we are. Stream 3. Alphys is a four-claimer? Exactly. Still just you, Frisk. Earlier, you identified this bit as bigger than the twin-size bed, but now you realize it's actually one size bigger than the double. Yeah, it's a queen-size bed. Get it? Typho. It's a type of sausage. Yo! You read the passage. Why did the skeleton want a friend? Because she was feeling bonely. Four-claimer who chose the weeb as her augmentation. It felt strange to lie in the bed. It feels entirely too small for you now. Little known fact, but the real world version of Typha is actually called Bofa. Most of the pie is gone. There are dog prints in it. My time has come. The journey is being complete. As Frisk defeated Asriel, so too have I accomplished something of a similar caliber. RDF, what's Bofa? You ask, not knowing the hubris that lies in that question. For you don't realize that Bofa is in fact Bofa D's nuts! Ha 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 ha! Seems like the ruins have finally opened up. Maybe we should finally go out to the rest of the underground. Huh? Barriers open too? Let's just take this one step at a time, okay? We're gonna have to walk all the way back to Snowden too, so... Actually... Their phone's out of batteries. Oh, I got a text. We talking peanuts or like walnuts? Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells? Grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Dear Frisk, Sans and Alphys are teaching me how to text. I'm learning so much. For example, do you know what a smiley is? Please look at this. Now turn your head to the left. Here's a picture of me, smiling at you. Can you see it? LOL. That stands for lots of laughter. Sincerely, Toriel. That's all for now. Maybe in the next room, you'll receive another. Yo, let's go through Toriel texts. Dear Frisk. Good night, Machi. Thanks for keeping up with us for as long as you did. How are you? You have been wandering around for quite some time now. I hope you are not getting into trouble. Only kidding. LOL. Sincerely, Toriel. P.S. Don't get into trouble. Excuse me. I did not mean to write sincerely. Sorry, sincerely. I meant to write sincerely. It is difficult to use this with large hands. Perhaps I should ask Sans to transcribe for me. Oh no. Sans will be typing from now on. Okay. Yellow names were nice for me. Next time, we should try a relaxing shade of green. Did you ever find the room's 4th frog? I did. Say, now that your journey's over, maybe you'll have time to listen to me. since most people just press B to skip through my dialogue. That's right, pressing B. You've really matured, haven't you? I have. I'm the best there is at what I do, especially maturing. There we go. Post it to the clips. Ah yes, the Bofa clip. The cheese has nibble taken out of it. Yee. The exit's open. Guess I better roll out. Hey, you mind giving me a push, Pumpkin? Oh. Okay, I guess you won't let me give you a push. That's fine. I don't want to, anyway. Oh no, I'm gonna have to do this again. Oh no. I have fallen down and cannot get back up. The sheer horror of the situation I am in fills me with determination. Excuse me, human. You seem like you have grown into a thoughtful and conscientious person. Whether that was from my advice or not, I'm quite proud. Ribbon. But you didn't have any room. Heals 10 HP. It doesn't taste like licorice. That's all we know about it. The goal of determination. I'll be honest, I just went to the exit in my first playthrough of Undertale. I've never actually done the walk. I've watched the walk on YouTube before, but I've never done it myself. It's a long walk. Okay. Oh, I should probably call Toriel. Hey Frisk, it's Toriel. I just baked 1,000,000 pies. Do you want it? Make sure to brush your teeth before crossing the street, Frisk. That's definitely Toriel. I did not say any of that. Greetings, this is Sans. I love my brother very much. Oh, I'm being slanted. This is Sans. Frisk, do you know that I love to get owned? I also think Toriel is very good at... Excuse me. Titled Cat Video. Inside, she meticulously describes a video in which she saw a small white animal. There is no link or attachment to watch it. Toriel's into some things, yeah. Hey, look at that. The reason that we came back here. Don't worry about me. Someone has to take care of these flowers. Frisk, please leave me alone. I can't come back. I just can't, okay? I don't want to break their hearts all over again. It's better if they never see me. Why are you still here? Are you trying to keep me company? Frisk. Hey. Let me ask you a question. Frisk, why did you come here? Everyone knows the legend, right? Travelers who climb Mount Ebott are said to disappear. Frisk, why would you ever climb a mountain like that? Was it foolishness? Was it fate? Or was it because you... Well, only you know the answer, don't you? I know why Carson climbed it. It wasn't for a very happy reason. Frisk, I'll be honest with you. Carson hated humanity. Why they did, they never talked about it. But they felt very strongly about that. Yeah, we're talking about short hair Carson. Frisk, you really are different from Carson. In fact, though you have similar fashion choices, I know I ever acted like you were the same person. Maybe. The truth is, Carson wasn't really the greatest person. I feel like I'm getting slandered here. Well, Frisk, you're the type of friend I wish I always had. So maybe I was kind of projecting a little bit. Let me be honest. I did some weird stuff as a flower. There's one last thing I feel like I should tell you. I did this to myself, yeah. Frisk, when Carson and I combined our souls together, the control over our body was actually split between us. They were the one that picked up their own empty body. And then, when we got to the village, they were the one that wanted to use our full power. I was the one that resisted. And then, because of me, well, that's why I ended up as a flower. The game kind of sets you up to self-reflect by making you judge your own name as a bad character or a sad one. Frisk, this whole time I blamed myself for that decision. That's why I adopted that horrible view of the world. Kill or be killed. But now, after meeting you, Frisk, I don't regret that decision anymore. I did the right thing. If I killed those humans, we would have had to wage war against all of humanity. And in the end, everyone went free, right? I still feel kind of sad knowing how long it took. So maybe it wasn't a perfect decision. But you can't regret hard choices your whole life, right? Well, not that I have much of a life left. But that's besides the point. Frisk, thank you for listening to me. You should really go be with your friends now, okay? Oh, and please, in the future, if you see me, don't think of it as me, okay? I just want you to remember me like this. Someone that was your friend for a little while. Oh, and Frisk, be careful in the outside world, okay? Despite what everyone thinks, it's not as nice as it is here. There are a lot of flowers out there. And not everything can be resolved by just being nice. Frisk, don't kill. And don't be killed, alright? That's the best you can strive for. Well, see you. Frisk, don't you have anything better to do? Okay. Just gonna try this. He's probably gone, but... No! Okay. Golden flowers. They must have broken your fall. Okay, now let's walk back to Snowdin. Forward. Send this to someone you care about, or a skeleton will rattle his bones at you. Dear Frisk, thought you might enjoy this. It's ASCII art of a snail. But we couldn't be bothered to put ASCII art of a snail. Dear Frisk, Undyne and Papyrus want to cook something together with me. Sans is telling me that they are excellent chefs. I am excited. Maybe if you are lucky, you can have some. Dear Frisk, if Sans and I started a band, do you know what we would call it? Dreamer and Femur. LOL. That is only a joke. Do not refer to me as Dreamer. If you're lucky, you won't genocide yourself with Papyrus' cooking. And do all the good that we did. Just, current Sips falls down Mount Evan. And does a completely different playthrough than I did. I'm really excited to hear what people think is gonna happen when Arena finds Sips. We're gonna be here a while. I think 3 out of 3/3 of Sips would be down for the genocide ending. Damn it. You're probably right, though. Actually, you know what? I don't think Zanu would be down with the genocide ending of Undertale specifically, because it's inconvenient. Damn it. I need to go a bit further down. Like, the most streamlined way to play Undertale is through a pacifism route where you don't go back for Asriel. Like, sorry, where you don't go back and chat with Alphys. Or possibly another neutral ending where just any monster that you encounter, just remove soul. I mean, you remember when he brought up the cargo pants, right? Being naked, like, clothes are inefficient. Dear Frisk, Undina's very strong. Papyrus made a bet with her that she could not lift everyone here up. She could. The only trouble is that she did not know how to put everyone down. Dear Frisk, Alphys is telling me many interesting facts about the human world. Quite a few of them are wrong, though. Frisk, you did not tell her anything funny, did you? Need more animation so you can get a deeper understanding of the character. Mm-hmm. Like someone who played 2 years with them. I wonder who that might be. Dear Frisk, I heard that playing video games for too long is bad for you. However, I have not seen you playing video games at all. You must be very healthy. How nice. Way to call me out, Toriel. Dear Frisk, I think I may have to turn off the phone for now. Your friends are all very lovely people. I think I will spend this time getting to know them better. Be good, alright? Sincerely, Toriel. Toriel redeemed Get Up and Stretch. Toriel redeemed Hydrate. Oh, speaking of Hydrate. Honestly, I was thinking of calling that Hydrate or Dihydrate, but I like Drown more. Make yourself some ramen after the stream and add a few veggies. I deserve it. I do have some broccoli, but I don't think that would go well in my ramen. I am gonna add some mushrooms, though. I've got that Shinra Mune, like, gourmet spicy, and that's the best instant ramen I've ever had. Like, besides, so, at my local, like, big Asian supermarket, they have, like, frozen ramen with, like, an actual liquid soup base. That's really, really nice. Breathe your water and drown your air. Always had a half-ton of sriracha, nothing go wrong. I made a sriracha honey glaze for salmon at one point, and it was like, God, it was so great. It was just 1-to-1 ratio of honey and sriracha. Perfect. Just throw it onto your salmon, bake it at 450 for however long it takes your salmon to cook. It depends on the thickness. Sriracha cheese and soft-boiled mirin eggs. I mean, hey, just because I don't like cheese in my ramen doesn't mean it's wrong. Cheese, I'm pretty sure cheese is actually a very popular topping for ramen. Or at the very least, like, it's got a very dedicated niche. Whoops. I just went all over the place with that. We're almost back to Snowdon. Which means we can catch the ferry to Hotland and then the elevator. So we should be good. How do those Naruto fish cakes taste? I don't like them. I'm sure that a lot of people do, but just fish sausage in general, I'm not a big fan of. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't like the taste of, like, that type of fish, in that type of format, in that type of texture. The water is very dry today. Honestly, like, it's something that I would say that you need to try for yourself. Like, it's not definitively disgusting or anything, it's just too much for me. Actually, I don't think I can go back to the sub-lab, so... I think it was right 3. The question was originally posed as, how do Naruto taste? But that seemed like it might get a smart reply. I don't know, I'm at the point of the night where I'm not being sassy anymore. You know, we're in a post-Bofa world. Sass Carson's on break? Exactly. Sass Carson went to sleep. You get Wholesome Carson now. We're back to the last corridor, guys. We're about to finish Undertale. Only took us 3/5 of the Fool's Gold rewatch. Hello, Frisk. Alpha's upgraded my phone. I'm having a lot of fun with the texturing feature. Sans, check out this one. Oh man, Tori. That's brutal.
I can't believe the Queen has returned! And also that she's a huge dork! You two are feet away from each other! Why are you texting?
Worry not, Papyrus. We are texting for a good reason.
Why is that?
Well, because we're huge dorks. Sans, please do not say that. You are not a dork. You are more of a bonehead.
Wow! Those puns are even less funny coming from her.
Why are you smiling?
It's a pity smile.
Sass Carson went the way of both and Philip. Hey, Frisk, what's with that weird expression? Sans, did I tell you about the time Frisk flirted with... Oh, God, that's haunting me now. And then asked to call me mother? Oh, boy.
Wow, Frisk. This really puts our relationship in a new light.
Hey, Tori, do you have any other embarrassing stories?
Oh, do I ever?
And I think that story is one of the most unbelievable. It's hard to think that anyone would want to flirt with me. Oh, Tori, you have not seen the internet. Sorry, gotta conserve my battery power on my laptop.
Oh, Toriel, you have no idea.
RDF, I don't know what to tell you. That Carson's sleeping right now.
So, Asgore, how about making me a member of the Royal Guard?
Well, Papyrus, now that the war is over, we might not need the Royal Guard anymore.
What? Then what was the point of the humans' quest? They journeyed all that way, and I'm still not a member of the Royal Guard. Truly, this is the worst possible ending. So, Alphys, what do you want to do now that we're all free?
We have the whole world to explore now.
Well, of course I'm going to go out and, no, I should be honest. I'm gonna stay inside and watch anime like a total loser. That's the spirit! Everyone, a celebration to being losers!
Papyrus has the right idea. Losing to Frisk is the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm so glad that we... Huh? What is it, Asgore? What's an anime?
Oh my god. Frisk, please, help me explain what anime is to Asgore. You see, it's like a cartoon, but...
With swords. So it's like a cartoon, but with swords. Golem. That sounds neato. Where is this? Where can I see the anime?
Hold on, I think I have some on my phone. Here, look at this! That's the wrong, never mind.
Golem. Were those two robots?
Kissing?
Boy, technology sure is something, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. Frisk, you gotta tell me. Do you think Asgore and Toriel are, ever gonna get back together?
I think that they can work it out. The most supportive dad, yeah. Oh, thanks for the dram, Bobby.
Yeah, that's what I hope too. Just think about how cute they must have been together. It's quickly becoming my #1 ship of all time. Tori and Gore. My old boss and his ex-wife. That sounds a lot less cool all of a sudden.
Howdy, Frisk. Sorry about almost trying to take your soul. I feel very bad about it. I hope we can still be pals.
Hey, don't worry about it, Asgore. I think everyone's tried to kill Frisk at least once.
Oh, I see. In that case, I'm not sorry, Frisk.
Asgore, that's not what I meant. Alright, I'm fucking off.
Purple tag. If I leave here, my adventure will really be over. My friends will follow you out of the other ground. Don't time leave ready. Yeah, Azrael's too young for that. Oh my. Isn't it beautiful, everyone?
Wow, it's even better than on TV. Way better. Better than I even imagined. Frisk, you live with this? The sunlight is so nice, and the air is so fresh. I really feel alive. Hey, Sans, what's that giant ball?
We call that the sun, my friend.
That's the sun? Wowee! I can't believe I'm finally meeting the sun!
I could stand here and watch this for hours. Yes, it is beautiful, is it not? But we should, but we should really think about what comes next. You've been freed. Do you know how hard it is to lead? Oh, right. Everyone. This is the beginning of a bright new future. An era of peace between humans and monsters. Frisk, I have something to ask of you. Will you act as our ambassador to the humans?
Be the ambassador? Fuck no. Yeah. Yeah! Frisk will be the best ambassador, and I, the great Papyrus, will be the best mascot! I'll go make a good first impression.
Oh, everyone's gonna... Well, someone's gotta keep them from getting into trouble. See you guys. Isn't the overview supposed to be the Earthbound one? Maybe. Is that Foresight over there?
Man, do I have to do everything? Papyrus, wait! Hey, I'm dying now, wait up!
Well... Whoops. Should I do something? Well, gotta go.
It seems that everyone's quite eager to set off. Frisk, you came from this world, right? So you must have a place to return to, do you not? What will you do now?
I have to stay places with you to go.
What? Frisk, you really are a funny child. If you had said that earlier, none of this would ever have happened. It's a good thing you took so long to change your mind. Well, I suppose, if you really do not have any other place to go, I will do my best to take care of you, for as long as you need, alright? Now, come along. Everyone is waiting for us.
I think my favorite part about the genocide ending is that if you fuck it up, like if you do the genocide ending and then do the true pacifist route, it fucks up your whole thing. Oh, I have to be active on this, don't I? Oh, no, never mind. You won't recite again, will you, fucker? I know you're a killer, just in it for the game. Pyrus is driving the car. Who was Special Inspiration? Gift Trot was too powerful for me, so I didn't do anything with it. When Toriel and Asgore get back together, they won't be nose-nuzzling Chadkins anymore. Oh, I forgot to say hi. Well, looks like Undyne's got some EXP. I'm forgetting the stands. She's being sanitized. What's Burger Pants doing in this?
him. Do we get the happy ending for Sundareplane? Finally confesses? What? No, I don't. Aw. Candle in the world's largest birthday cake. Baller. Use your imagination. Ah, yes, the amalgamates. Great how the human world's just so accepting of the monsters. I'm a really good ambassador, aren't I? Hello? Did you really think it was over? I did, genuinely. How long in the real world before someone tries to catch that yellow kid with a rock and say, Pikachu, I choose you! I mean, we haven't even done the special thanks yet. Ready? Let's end all of this for good. Yeah, I'm not 100%ing this. How? Did I find the pixel that isn't touched by anything? Okay. I thought I found, like, the magic place where I can't touch anything. Unfortunately, I'm not in this, because when Undertale came out, I was broke. Well, sorry, when Undertale was doing the Kickstarter, or Indiegogo, or whatever. I think that was Jesse Lambrag, one of my friends. I should have just committed to hitting them all. That's not too bad. Thanks for the good night. I'll attempt. I'll attempt tonight. Damn straight I'm getting pie. That's the reason I wanted to live with Toriel. The not snail pie.
Man, Toriel should move to France. That's how you get ants. Does it end? Or do I have to, like, close it? I don't think it ends. You're dealing with ants and it's not fun? Oof. Oh, hey. What's up, dog that represents Toby Fox. That's right, fox that represents Toby Dog. I think this is it. Where's the... There it is. Thanks for finishing Undertale with me, everyone. I planned to do it, I said I would, and we did. Your grandma did have a dog named Toby? Okay. Well, there we go. That's your grandma's dog. Immortalized digitally. Tomorrow we're probably gonna play Jackbox. As usual. I haven't picked up Jackbox 8 yet. But it's a free weekend for Jackbox 6, so we might do that. Monday, the plan is to do a stream with Angel where we grind for mounts in Final Fantasy XIV. I'll ask him if he's still into that. If he is, that's the plan. And then for the evening stream, we're gonna start Astral Chain. Because it's one of my favorite games, and it's my birthday, so we do the game that I like. Will my laptop turn on? No. It's dead. Can I access the raid menu from my phone? Only if Twitch actually boots. That would be the ideal case. Come on, Twitch. I believe that you can boot up on my phone. I don't think it's gonna boot up, guys. Give me 1 sec. I gotta do this on, like, my actual PC. It's so much easier to have it on my laptop. There we go. Who can we raid? Nobody. Great. Okay, I guess we're ending. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night, everyone.